Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing some storage and we found this new company called Red Rover. So Red Rover is a split off of the pods that you get delivered to your house. And what makes them different is that you go and pick up the truck. So you get to decide when you pick up the truck, when you drop your truck back off, and they store it locally. So it's not in every city, but it's in some of the cities, and it's in my city. So it's pretty easy, you do it all online. It's cheaper than pods. And basically then you have to drive to the location, pick up the truck when you want to, and then you have to return the truck by that night. So this is Red Rover. We're gonna do a review of it as we go, and this is our first thing of it. So you come and you pick it up, you don't have to talk to anybody. The truck's been sanitized, and you come pick it up, and you know it's your truck because it's got your name on the side of it. Plus they give you the truck number when you get here. So you know which one's yours, and you come, you pick it up, and we'll take you along for the journey as we review Red Rover. We're gonna jump in our truck and take it, and we'll show you all the other things that go along with it. Okay, so we're on our way back to the house. We're in our Red Rover truck, and it's got some nice safety features to it. So it's got a lane exchange, like if you're getting too close to a line or too close to a, you know, when you're on the highway or whatever, crossing a line tells you. It also tells you the speed limit. And it is bouncy because it is a box truck, so it's bouncy. It also has a camera, a rear camera. So there's a camera down here that's on about a 4 to 6 inch screen or so. So it gives you some of that as well. So it is bouncy. You have to have a little bit of, I don't know, guts, maybe skill to drive it on the highway, but you just gotta take your time. So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna take our time, make sure we get back safely. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we got some of our stuff packed into Red Rover. So here's what we really loved about it. One is they do have this proprietary ramp thing that's automatic, that you push a button, it swings around from behind the cab to the back of the truck, it extends, it lowers itself down. So that's great. It works great that it does that. What makes it different than the pods is you have to come up a ramp. Versus the pods are basically about this thick of a jump because they're sitting flat in your driveway. A little bit easier than going up a ramp with a bunch of heavy stuff, but at the end of the day, it's doable. It does come with a dolly. The dolly attaches to the front of the truck, so you get a dolly to use for the day as well. So you basically have a day to use it, and then after that, there's a big fee if you need to keep it overnight, so you don't want to do that. There also is a mileage fee, so I think you get 20 miles for free, gas included, everything, but then after that you pay $1 a mile after, you know, if you go any further than that. So you don't want to be driving it around town and hanging out, which this thing doesn't drive super awesome, so you're not kind of going to do that anyway. So the other thing is it's cheaper. So it's definitely cheaper than pods, and because you have to do more work, right? So it's going to take you a little bit of time to go pick up the truck, you know, fill it up, drop it back off, get it loaded up, things like that. The other thing that makes it different is the doors and the pods go up and down, which kind of sometimes sucks when you start getting to the end and you're putting in poles and ladders and whatever garbage you never threw into a box. Sometimes pulling that door down, it can get wedged or jammed. These doors open all the way wide like a semi-truck. So that's really kind of a nice feature as well. So at the end of the day, we really kind of like it so far. It seems to work really well for us. And it allowed us to go pick it up on our schedule. It allows us to drop it off on our schedule. And that's really it. The other nice thing, one more thing that's really nice about it is that you can visit your stuff if you want. So if you're close to the area and you're like, oh my God, I forgot, I wanted a 6-foot ladder. You could go there, they'll drop, you just notify them in advance, you can unlock your own thing, boom, there you go. You get your stuff and you can get what you want out of it. Based on how we pack, that ain't gonna happen. So as you can see in the driving, we took a little video of the driving. It's bouncy. It's like kind of like a bigger box truck and things like that. It's doable for sure. It's got, like I said, it's got some nice safety features. Lane, it keeps you in your lanes. Lane guards, if you want to call them, so deep in your lane. Tells you the speed limit and that sort of thing. It gives you a camera in the back, so you know where you're at from the camera standpoint. It's definitely drivable. I will say this too about it. The pods guys, when they drop those things off, the little crawlers that come out and put things in your driveway, they tore the garbage out of our yard, right? I was able to back this thing in without touching my neighbor's yard, our yard, anything, right? With just my kids helping kind of navigate me and the camera and the thing. So the driving's doable.
It's not enjoyable, but it's doable. So one other thing that we noticed is when we first got here, if you take basically the ramp and you move the ramp all the way over and you level it, you push it over, we couldn't get the doors to swing open because they hit this, right? So one thing that we did is we basically put the ramp up a little bit to level it so the doors swung easy to actually close like that. Well, it's already closed all the way. But we did that, and that way we could then put the ramp up all the way and without any kind of issues of bumping this.
No, look at him. Watch the. It tells you you're done. Watch this. It tells you when you're done like this.
Okay, so we're returning our Red Rover. So obviously we did everything in reverse. We put the ramp back. You see that. We put the dolly in the front. So we did that. We drove it back, and it obviously is different driving it back because it weighs more. So you got to be a little bit more careful in cornering and stuff like that. Obviously try to pack as level as you can. Ours is a little bit to the right. We packed a little bit heavier on the right. So you got to be a little careful and that sort of thing driving back. But then you just lock it up, and if nobody's here, you drop the keys in an after hours drop box, and they take care of everything from there. So far it's been a pretty great experience for us. So that's it.